I guess it's, I mean, I think if we would have done the videos in the daytime, maybe we could have been more faster with the counting. I think they were also very tired at 6 o'clock after not sleeping one night. Yeah, and I think I also, when I was planning with my friends, it was already a little bit, sometimes a little bit confusing, because I made a plan and I thought, okay, maybe I just write like 0:45 so that they know it's on this day, but then they thought that it's the other day, because normally you never meet people after midnight, and normally you meet the people before midnight, and then it's confusing with the date of the day. So, and that's also was confusing for them, because they had to think about like when it's on Wednesday and we meet at 0:45 on Thursday, that they have to start leaving home from Wednesday on. So it's these little things. It's like the 24-hour thinking. So also, it also changed when I was writing my diary. I mean, normally you start writing in your diary, like it starts, normally before it starts writing my dream down, and then it starts at 8 o'clock something. And there, I mean, when I was doing it for the date of the time of the day, it started like at midnight. So because there that changes the date. So, but still you can't say, oh, today is this day, because normally the day starts with the daylight. I mean, so I think I really like Pudoxic. She also said that it would be nice to have different names for the night times, to have a more concrete, if you communicate about that. So, and at the beginning, I mean, with the time you get more used to it, but at the beginning it was very funny that, of course, when you're working on the laptop, in the daytime you're used that you write people and they respond more or less in the day. But when you write the people at 2 o'clock, they don't respond normally in the next 8 hours or the next 6 hours. So it's good if you don't, if you want to have your piece. But yeah, no one will write you normally in the night. And it's also funny because I had then a friend staying at my place in the next door, and I was doing some things and and then I thought like, oh, I can tell him. I know he's sleeping. Oh, okay, I will tell him later. And then in the next 2 hours I did something else and thought like, yeah, maybe he wants a piece of the cake. I know he's sleeping. Okay. So it was really, okay, 4 hours more until he gets up. And I was like, at 8 o'clock, why doesn't he get up? Maybe he's sleeping long because it's holiday for him, no? Okay, 2 hours more. He's still sleeping. So it's really interesting, but you get used to it. And also, I mean, for a lot of people, it's kind of confusing if you sleep 20 minutes and you feel rested like after a normal weekend sleep. When you sleep in, it's like you go. Normally, you're not used to be so awake at 8 o'clock in the evening or at 12 o'clock in the night. So you feel like, wow, I'm so recharged. Only after 20 minutes, it's funny. Like it's also something to get used to, and yeah, you need to let people sleep even if they're next door. Yes, and for me, I mean, when you're doing it in the daytime, no, in the summertime, like of course it's quite nice. Normally, I think it gets dark around 10 or 11 o'clock. No, in the summer. And the sun goes up at 4 o'clock. For me, it was always perfect. Like I do my 4 o'clock nap, and I know when I'm getting up from the nap, there's sunlight outside and can go running outside. And so I was really more and more used to it, that if it's dark outside, that it's empty. Like the gym is empty, the streets are empty, if you're going outside. So so I was really then a little bit confused when it was getting winter, and then it was dark and there were so many people in the streets. So I really always had to tell me, no, it's not 2 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock. You know, like that was also a bit confusing for me. So one of the things, if you want to do an adaptation, is you make a big fat list. So to keep you busy, and it's good to think about it before. So if you're getting tired, you are like, okay, I take the list, what can I do next? So just to be busy and focused, and it's good to make kind of different lists, like some working, playing, like, okay, if you have energy, do the important stuff. If you don't have energy, do something to play and to enjoy. Indoor, outdoor, depends to the weather, standing and sitting. Like if you're too tired, do things when you need to stand or to move, like cleaning, alone or with others. So enjoy the time with others more, because then you can do the other stuff when they are sleeping. Loud and silence, of course. It's like also like day and night. It's also funny because I was getting used to when I go through the stairways, like I was trying to be very silently, and I told my friends when they were with me, and it was like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, I said, hey, let's be silently because of the neighbors. And then I was already always going at that time, then in the day, no, I can talk normal in the stairs. It's daytime. So, yeah. So, one of the things which are the challenges, it's like the mind-body survival mechanism. And it's really mind and body. It's like one of the important things to understand when you do the adaptation. It's like a change of your habit. It's like it depends on how old you are, like that many years, or are you already used to one sleep style, like the monophasic sleep style, or maybe the biphasic. So I think most of the kids are getting to the world, or when they're born, they are polyphasic, and they need to be trained to be monophasic. So I have the belief that we are natural polyphasic sleepers. But it's a big change. So your body is very scared when you want to change that. I think it's like fasting, but harder. Like, because fasting, you just don't eat. It's only that you don't do something. And here you need to take care about to stay awake, so you need to move all the time. Yeah, it's like fighting the habits or the structure, also the structure of society. And yeah, the body and the mind will work against you. So you can be confused, you don't know where you are, what you're doing, and or you forget why you're doing it, or you say, oh, I can't do it. And of course, also your body is kind of working against you, like trying to shut you down, or making you some other problems, so that you doubt, like, oh, maybe it's not good for me. So it's very important that you know that you can do it. And I think normally they say, like, you should not try to adapt more than 3-4 weeks, and if it didn't work out, then you make a break for 1 month and have a kind of normal, more or less, sleep style where you're not sleep deprived, and then start again. So not try to challenge yourself all the time. It's like you go into where you try to change your habits. It's like, for me, I always have the feeling it's like a little war with yourself or with your body. And you try to do the naps on time, and when you're oversleeping, it's like your body win, and the adaptation process goes back. So you're falling back. So it's really important from the beginning not to oversleep. And but there are some tricks. I mean, at the beginning, the first 2 adaptations, I overslept a lot. I was already busy enough to plan my life, so I thought it's okay at the beginning just to find out how to do this, and with the time you can find out more and more some tricks how to convince your body that the naps are the places to rest and to stay awake on the other time. So there are the sleep deprivation symptoms. I have the feeling it's like the sleep deprivation and the narcoleptic symptom. This is really the challenge, you know. It's like